Hi everybody, it's Chris from The Happy Coin bringing you another recent purchase inventory highlight. A month or so ago, a client brought in some penny books. Most penny books we see, they have all of the common pennies and none of the key date pennies. These penny books had all the pennies, including the key dates. It didn't have an 1856 Flying Eagle, and I don't think there was a 14D, but there was an 09S VDB, there was an 1877, there was a 14S in better condition, and this 1955 Double Die. It's one of my favorite coins. It's an iconic era coin. It's probably one of the more well-known era coins in numismatics, and I'm happy that PCGS graded this AU58. The coin shows extreme doubling in Liberty, in God We Trust, and in the 1955. So it's very obvious, and you can really see the contrast. This coin has been presented behind us on the screen, and you can see very clearly the doubling. When a coin die is made, it's struck from what's called a working hub, and very often a die needs to be struck multiple times from the working hub in order to, be fully struck. So in the case of the 1955 Double Die, as best anybody can figure, during the multiple strikes of the working hub to create the die, it was misaligned and therefore created the doubling on this particular die. About 40,000 of these coins were struck from this impaired die, or from this error die, if you will. And they realized that about 20 or 25,000 of the coins were mixed in with other normally struck 1955 Lincoln pennies, and about 20,000 of the coins they were able to segregate and they were able to discover, so they were able to destroy those. But they weren't going to go through all of the other pennies. There were millions of them, and they weren't going to go through them to try to get rid of these error coins, and so they were released into circulation. The coins were first discovered in New York and Massachusetts, in upstate New York and throughout Massachusetts, in the later months of 1955. And at first they didn't trade for too much money, but soon some marketing programs came out, and they soon climbed to about $10. And the popularity of the coin was cemented when it was mentioned in a guidebook of United States coins. Now, over 60 plus years later, you can almost never find one that trades for less than $1,000. A couple of years ago, an XF40 sold for, I think it was like $1,200 or $1,175. And a couple of years after that, Stack's Bauer sold one that was graded by PCGS MS65 plus red for $114,000. So it's a, it's a coin that has a very, very, strong price history. Many of the coins were found in circulation, but also, interestingly, many of the coins were found inside the cellophane wrapping of cigarette packs. And this is because a pack of cigarettes at the time cost 23 cents. And many of the cigarette packs at that time were sold through vending machines, but a vending machine had no way to dispense pennies as change. So the cigarette companies put the pennies inside the cellophane for the cigarette packs. So a lot of them, for some reason, I don't know how, but a lot of these double die pennies were put inside the cigarette packs, and that's how they were discovered. So due to this coin's high price tag and reports that there are some counterfeits floating around, as well as the fact that there is a version that's much less dramatic that has machine doubling, and another version that's much less dramatic referred to as the poor man's double die, it's highly recommended that you only purchase coins that have been authenticated and graded by a third-party grading service. Thank you again, everybody, for watching, and we encourage you to like, subscribe, comment, and share, and I look forward to seeing you on the next recent purchase inventory highlight.